boy Sermon, sermonsdomain.com. We're chilling here with the homie OnCue. How you doing?
What's good, man?
Nothing much, man. So now you're in a position to tour as a headliner. How does it feel to make it to that point? Because, you know, we've been knowing each other for so long.
I mean, it feels good. It feels like it's definitely been like a bumpy road. A lot of ups, few downs. But man, it feels good. Like, you know, just going out. It's a different dynamic when you're at a venue, and then like you're about to go on stage, and it's like less nerves because you're about to go out in front of a whole bunch of people that literally paid money to see you. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of nice in that regard. And then in other regards, it's like it's lonely. You know what I'm saying? Because you're sitting in the green room most of the time, dolo. But man, I mean, it's an honor, dude. I mean, it just, you know, there's the last show, the main stretch of the tour. I'm doing Boston on the 22nd, but man, it feels good. It feels good. It feels like a long time coming. It feels like a lot more work to do, but it definitely feels good.
Mm-hmm. What are some of the highlights from this tour?
I mean, shit. I wouldn't really say. I mean, besides like crazy ass tour stories that like I'm not really gonna go into right now, but you know, I would just say literally we've been doing this VIP package thing, and it's like a meet and greet, and you know it's actually a better deal for the fans if they came, you know, with money in hand to buy merch. Like it's $28 versus $30 if they bought the shirt and the CD, but they also get the Kiwi Nuts box from the cereal video. And I sign all this shit, and it's dope, and then we do a meet and greet beforehand and all this shit. And I would just say low key, since, you know, I disappeared working on Angry Young Man, it's so nice to come back out, find these new fans that I never knew really existed, you know, prior to Angry Young Man, and just meeting everyone and actually talking to everyone. And that's just, you know, like, hopefully making fans for life. You know what I mean? Because it's been smaller, intimate shows. It's not like I'm packing out and selling out all these venues, besides, you know, like New York and Connecticut or whatever. But yeah, man, it's the overall experience of just really meeting these fans. Since it's most, you know, far we get is more intimate shows for the most part. It's amazing.
Mm-hmm. So you mentioned the Kiwi Nut. So if you were gonna have any kind of other merch, like out of the box type of merch, and you could pick like anything.
I already got an answer.
Oh, what you got?
All right, well, it was my merch guy's idea, and this is like one of his best ideas he came up with. It was during the mini tour, and we were staying in Mohegan Sun, which is a big ass casino. We're sitting down at the bar, and this is right before they played No Way on the movie MTV Movie Awards, and we're sitting there, and he's like, "Yo," he's like, "What if for this VIP package shit, what if we do little nippers of me bourbon?" Like the lyric in No Way is like, "I don't drink goose, I like me bourbon," and we're gonna make fake nippers of bourbon and put them in the VIP packages. But with my studio schedule and everything, like I would have ended up designing it. It didn't end up coming into fruition,
Mm-hmm.
but that was probably what we were gonna do. That shit would have been so hard too. I can't even front.
One thing I haven't seen you discuss. What does Angry Young Man mean to you as a title?
Okay, good shit. What Angry Young Man means to me as a title, I was listening to a lot of Arcade Fire, The Suburbs at the time when like I first started kind of conceptualizing the whole project. And to be honest, Angry Young Man and why it's like all of us and all this shit is like, at the time, especially when I was making the music, there's like this over positive vibe in rap, which is fine, and I get the positive vibe, but I'm a realist for the most part, especially in my art. And I just felt like everyone comes from a fucked up position. Whether, you know, and it's all relative, but, you know, even like the rich kid who never saw his parents, you know what I mean? Or the kid with the drug addict parents, or the dad that was never there, bounce or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Or you were raised in a very low income situation. Like, we all had problems, and Angry Young Man to me was kind of like embodying that and accepting that and kind of like taking the weight of like everyone. And that's kind of really what the album was about. It's like, you know, you load up the record and you have the title track, and that's my story. And then you had Don't Forget Your Coat, which is the second record in sequence, and that's her story. And it's about a broken girl. And then the So Much Love record, the Hub No Just Blaze record, that shit's about domestic abuse, about a boy getting beat by his father or stepfather, and then it kind of, you know, and then conceptualizes from there. But that's why I always say it's all of us. And to me, like when I took that little title from Billy Joel, man, it's a fact that everyone comes from a fucked up situation. We all have problems, and it's very, very broad, umbrella-esque topic, but I think it needed to be said. You know what I mean? Just in certain ways, and that album's a little dense, and I feel like it went over a few people's heads, but, you know, yeah, that's kind of really what it was, man.
You brought up the No Way video. That was the real creative one, right?
The meme shit.
Yeah. Where did the idea come for that?
Alright, so I felt like Angry Young Man was slept on. You know, the numbers were looking better from the Can't Wait project, but naturally that's gonna happen. But low key, I'm gonna say I straight up think I dropped one of the best projects of 2014 in rap, if not the best. And I swear to God, this is not me getting on my Kanye shit. I truly believe that. Now, with that being said, a couple weeks after the album comes out, I'm like, this is not getting what it deserves. Like, it's not. And I'm like, yo, we need something. And I was just sitting there almost like sleepless, like every night, yo, we need to do a crazy ass video. Something just to like wake people up. And then I was just on the internet and I saw a meme and I was like, oh, that shit would be hella easy to recreate. So I called up Hunter, who directed it, and he was like, bro, you can't just do memes in a video. So I flashed back to a short film I saw in 2013 called Noah, and that's where the whole, you know, in the computer vibe took place. And then from there, it was just like executing it in a lot of prep work. And, you know, I was running around New York. I was placing orders on eBay, making sure all the costumes were straight. You know what I mean? And it was a lot of hard work, and it was like straight editing for 2 weeks. And then that's really
you really raised the bar for like up and coming artists when it comes to videos. I feel because that video was crazy. I was watching it the other day again.